You've blown accounts, chased trades, switched strategies, and promised yourself this time will be different. Yet somehow you keep ending up in the same place, frustrated, exhausted, and wondering if everyone else got the secret except you. But what if your biggest problem isn't your strategy at all? What if, like the prodigal son, you've been searching for profits in all the wrong places? And the breakthrough you've been praying for starts when you stop running and finally come home. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. This message is a message of the prodigal son. It's one of rebellion. It's one of brokenness. It's one of grace. And it's one of restoration. Found in Luke 15, Jesus tells this story to reveal the heart of God toward people who have wandered far from him. It is not merely a story about a wayward son, but a picture of every person who has searched for fulfillment apart from God and discovered that the world cannot satisfy the deepest longings of the soul. You see, the younger son demanded his inheritance while his father was still alive, essentially treating his father as though he were already dead. Armed with newfound freedom and resources, he left home and pursued a life of pleasure, excitement, and self-indulgence. For a season, it seemed like independence would bring happiness. Yet what looked like freedom slowly became bondage. His wealth disappeared. His friends vanished and his dreams collapsed under the weight of poor choices and empty promises. Soon a severe famine struck, and the young man found himself utterly broken. Reduced to feeding pigs, he became so hungry that even the food given to the animals looked appealing. The son who once had abundance was now surrounded by shame and regret. Sometimes life has a way of exposing what pride refuses to acknowledge. Rock bottom became the classroom where he finally recognized that everything he had abandoned in search of fulfillment had been available all along in his father's house. In the midst of his desperation, the prodigal son came to his senses. He remembered that even his father's servants lived better than he did. Humility replaced pride, and repentance replaced rebellion. He rehearsed a speech in his mind, preparing to return home, not as a son, but simply as a servant. He no longer believed he deserved love or restoration. All he hoped for was mercy. But while the son was still a long way off, his father saw him and ran toward him. Instead of condemnation, he found compassion. Instead of rejection, he found embrace. Before the son could finish his apology, the father wrapped him in his arms, clothed him with the finest robe, placed a ring on his finger, and ordered a feast to celebrate his return. The father wasn't interested in reminding him of his failures. He was rejoicing over the restoration of a relationship that had once been lost. Yet the story introduces another son, the older brother. Though he had remained physically close to his father, his heart had grown distant. Filled with resentment and self-righteousness, he became angry at the celebration. He could not understand grace because he believed love had to be earned. The older brother's bitterness revealed that a person can live near the father's house and still miss the father's heart. Obedience without relationship can be just as dangerous as rebellion without boundaries. So the story ends with an invitation rather than a conclusion. It reminds us that no one is too far gone for God's grace and that restoration is always possible. Whether we identify with the younger son who wandered or the older brother who judged, the father stands ready with open arms. The message is very transformational. Your failures do not have the final word. God is not waiting to humiliate you. He is waiting to restore you. No matter how far you have traveled away from Him, there is always a path home. And there is always a Father who runs toward those who turn back to Him. Many traders know exactly what it feels like to live like the prodigal son. You begin your journey full of hope and confidence. You believe that with enough indicators, enough YouTube videos, or one more strategy, you can finally achieve the freedom you've been searching for. Yet, beneath the excitement often lives something deeper. A desire to prove yourself, recover what was lost, or escape financial pressures. Like the younger son, many traders start out believing they can build prosperity in their own strength, only to discover that knowledge without wisdom can become expensive. At first, things may seem to work. A few winning trades creates confidence, and confidence can quickly become overconfidence. Before long, revenge trading replaces patience. Oversized positions replace discipline, and emotions begin making decisions that rules were supposed to make. Many traders have watched profits disappear in a single afternoon. They know the frustration of saying, "I knew I should have gotten out," or "I broke my rules again." The losses hurt, but the disappointment in yourself often hurts even more. Eventually, many traders find themselves in a famine season. The account is smaller. Confidence is shattered. The pressure from bills, family expectations, and the desire to succeed begins to weigh heavily. Some traders become consumed with comparing themselves to others who seem to be making easy money online. They wonder why everyone else appears to be winning while they continue fighting inconsistency. The loneliness can become overwhelming because few people truly understand the emotional burden that accompanies repeated losses. Yet there comes a moment when something begins to change. Like the prodigal son, many traders come to their senses and realize the problem was never a lack of indicators or secret strategies. The real battle has always been internal. Recognize that chasing every setup, every influencer, and every prediction has left them exhausted. They begin to understand that discipline, emotional regulation, and humility matter more than being right. Instead of trying to conquer the market, they begin learning how to govern themselves. Many traders carry tremendous shame. They replay the mistakes, the blown accounts, and the opportunities they missed. They wondered whether they have ruined their future or simply lack what it takes to succeed. But growth doesn't begin with perfection. It begins with honesty. The market does not require you to be flawless. It requires you to become teachable. There is no shame in admitting that you need structure, community, and a different approach. In fact, humility often becomes the doorway to consistency. Just as the father welcomed his son home, many traders discover that restoration is possible. Your losses do not define you. Your past mistakes do not disqualify you. A bad month does not make you a bad trader. You do not have to continue living under the pressure of proving yourself. The goal is not to recover everything overnight. The goal is to become the kind of person who can steward success when it becomes difficult. Consistency is built one disciplined decision at a time. Perhaps the greatest danger in trading is not losing money, but becoming like the older brother, resentful, bitter, and comparing yourself to everyone else's journey. Success in the market is not about racing against others. It is about becoming the person God created you to be. If you've been exhausted by strategy hopping, discouraged by losses, or tired of trying to do this journey alone, know that there is hope. Transformation is possible. There is wisdom available, community available, and a better way to trade. Sometimes The greatest breakthrough comes when you stop trying to figure everything out by yourself and return to the principles that produce lasting peace, patience, and prosperity. If you've blown accounts, broken rules, chased trades, or spent countless nights wondering whether you'll ever become consistently profitable, you're not alone. So many traders carry hidden frustration because they believe everyone else has it figured out. But the truth is, most traders have experienced their own famine season. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that this journey is difficult. In many ways, the struggle itself is preparing you for something greater. Sometimes God uses losses to develop patience, humility, and wisdom that prophets alone could never teach. For years, I mean years, I approached trading in a vacuum. I believe that success was simply about finding the right indicator, the right mentor, or the right strategy. I treated trading like a math problem to solve, rather than a journey that involved my emotions, my beliefs, my fears, and my faith. I wanted profits, yes, but I never considered inviting God into the process. Looking back, I realized I was trying to build something with my own understanding while carrying the weight of every outcome on my shoulders. That approach left me exhausted and inconsistent. Things began to change when I intentionally invited God into my trading journey. Not because God became my stock picker, but because He began transforming me. He taught me patience when I wanted instant gratification. He taught me contentment when greed wanted more. He taught me discipline when emotions wanted control. Most importantly, He reminded me that my identity was bigger than my P and L. Ironically, as peace increased, my decision-making improved. As I focused on stewardship rather than desperation, consistency began to follow. The profits became a byproduct of my transformation rather than an idol I was desperately chasing. That's why I don't believe we were meant to trade alone. Isolation keeps us trapped in our own thoughts, emotions, and blind spots. But community creates accountability, wisdom, and encouragement. There is something powerful about being surrounded by people who understand both the psychological and spiritual battles that come with trading. You don't have to walk this journey in silence. There are others who have experienced the same doubts, the same losses, and the same fears, and who are learning to overcome them together. That's why I want to personally invite you into my free community. Each day, we provide SPY levels to help you trade with greater structure and confidence. We host challenges designed to simplify options trading and help traders focus on execution instead of emotions. More importantly, we are building something bigger than charts and candlesticks. We are building a community of people committed to growing financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Because true wealth isn't just about making money, it's about becoming the kind of person who can manage it wisely. I also want to give you our free trading Bible study guide. One of the greatest mistakes I made was trying to separate my faith from my finances. Today, I understand that God cares about stewardship, discipline, and the condition of our hearts. This guide was created to help you continue growing in your walk with God while strengthening your trading psychology. My hope is that it reminds you that there is purpose in the process and that transformation matters more than temporary outcomes. If this message spoke to your heart, I want to hear from you. Comment below and share where you are in your trading journey. Have you ever felt like the prodigal son, discouraged, exhausted, or trying to figure it all out on your own? Let's grow together. Like this video if it encouraged you, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And share this message with someone who needs hope at this moment. Remember, you are not behind. You are not disqualified, and you are not alone. Sometimes the greatest trades begin when we stop running from the Father and allow Him to transform the trader before He transforms the account. You've got this. Peace and blessings.